Good morning and Happy New Year's from Dr. Bonsai, Dr. Bonsai's Meme Emporium. Today I kind of have an unboxing. I did open this up and look through the contents just to make sure I knew what I was talking about. The Mark 6 Assault Squad. I know these have been out for about a month. They just recently hit where I'm at because I ordered it from a local store. Retail $70 US. Don't buy it for that. Just don't buy it for that. There's plenty of places locally that you can shop, at least for myself here in Southeast Michigan, where they'll do 20% off. So as you can see, 10 guys in the box with an option to give everybody a combat shield. So let's take a look at these. All right, so your standard layout here. Get your individual Astartes decals, which are really useful if you are a Sons of Horus or a Imperial Fist guy. If you're not, they're kind of useless. You got your 1032 mil bases, instructions, and then you get the squad on 3 frames. So the first frame that you get here, I'm gonna lay this out, you'll see is 10 jetpacks with the little thruster bitty bobs. You get 2 power claw kind of accessories, empty holsters, which I think is a nice touch because everybody's using their bolt pistol. 2 power fists, or what you can transition into like a power claw, and then you have your various other bits, and you have a kind of a yelling sergeant head and melt bombs, crack grenades. You have this little halo bit to indicate your sergeant if he's not, kind of specially equipped like everybody else. So that is kind of your quote-unquote sergeant sprue, or your universal sprue, because this has got the 10 jump packs, and you're going to use that in conjunction with the other 2 to make your squad. Now these other 2 frames, they're absolutely identical. There's no difference between them. So you get 5 bodies, 5 combat shields, 5 chain swords, 5 bolt pistols, and of course the 5 split shoulder pads, which are somebody pointed out made a really good observation, is they were able to get the RTB01 studs, which were injected molded in plastic kits. They were able to get those to work without splitting the shoulder pad. I don't know what changed. So you have one body here with kind of this skull and with a skull and laurel leaf decoration, which is supposed to be like your squad sergeant, but doesn't necessarily have to be. The combat shields are detailed front and back, so you actually have something to work with if you really want to get into the painting on those. And like I said, you get the bolt pistols. No special weapons, shockingly. So actually something I want to point out real quick here. So here is the hand that goes, there's 2 positive locating points here, this little nub and this little slot where you plug the hand in, and that's how you get that to work. So you get obviously the 5 heads, and you get this kind of special head here that looks like he's got like scramjet vents on the front of his helmet. Here, let me see here. It's very Raven Guard-esque. And then you have the head with kind of the whisker vents. I don't know if that's coming through really well. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so these guys look like they're going to build up really cleanly and really well. Here are the chain swords. Now, point of order. Because all these weapons are separated at the wrist, you can use the weapons that the spare weapons that you have on the sergeant sprue for your tactical squads. You have been saving the sergeant sprue from your tactical squads, haven't you? And this will do 2 things. One, it'll allow your guys, your assault marines, to take plasma pistols, or a plasma pistol, because you can choose 1 for every 5 guys. So you can have a sergeant with a power fist and a plasma pistol, or two lightning claws, or 1 lightning claw and a plasma pistol. So you get a bunch of options. You get a power sword, and with the Heresy assault marines, you can include 1 power weapon of so either a power sword, maul, whatever, and 1 in every 5 guys. So if you've got leftover parts and you've been saving your parts, you have been saving your parts, haven't you? You get a lot of mileage out of these two screws. So the max squad size for a Horus Heresy Assault Marine squad is 10. So if you're gonna go whole hog with a 20-man squad, this is gonna run you a pretty penny, but I don't think many people are gonna do that. I say that knowing that somebody probably is going to drop in the comments going, I run a 20-man squad of assault guys every time. So, I don't know. So here we go. Here's the instructions, and this actually does a lovely parts breakdown, and I like how it kind of calls out, like, here are the optional heads. So here's all the heads, or here's all your head options, here's all your shoulder pad options. So the shoulder pad options aren't specific to any one guy. You just got to make sure that, okay, make sure you throw in a shoulder pad that matches. So, like, they call out a specific shoulder pad, but there's no like specific. You can switch them around, it looks like. So, if I were going to build these, if I was going to say, okay, I'm going to knuckle down, I'm going to build all 10 of these guys in one shot, I would build all the shoulder pads, get those cleaned up, make sure the seam is polished out, build all my jump packs, cut out all my heads, cut out all my these shoulder pads, get all these pieces cleaned up, and do the same with these parts. And then this kind of shows you how to create your sergeant, and if you wanted to go crazy and do like a double power fist build, you could do a double power fist build. I don't know why you would do that. And here is the here's that kind of special sergeant head right there, along with the little iron halo type bitty bob. So so there's that. And again, much in the same way as the tactical squad, the arms don't, how do I put this? The arms aren't specific to the body. Like, all of these arms can go on different Marines. There's no actual, like, there's nothing saying that you can't do that, or it's not that it won't be incompatible. And I'm actually looking at the mating surfaces here. You can see they're actually smooth on both sides. With the tactical Marines, those would have had like little raised kind of like trapezoids where it helps you kind of lock in the pose, which I think is good and specific to the tactical squads. But you really don't need that with these guys. So you can get a lot more dynamic poses. And I know there's a lot of people that criticize the lack of the ability of a Horus Heresy squad to kind of look different, but with these guys, you can definitely pull that off. Now, something else to mention, if you were just going to buy these guys just to have the close combat weapons and turn them into like a despoiler squad, the chest part and the back part are very distinct. So there's, like, you see those little harness parts. So if you wanted to do that, you would probably be better off just taking the close combat weapons and just sticking them on a tactical squad to make your despoiler squad, because realistically there's no, like, you're not gonna make this work, because, like, you can kind of see how they're on the back, the mating point to the male female part locks into the backpack. It's completely different from a tactical squad, and you would probably have to spend a lot of time just screwing around modifying these. Now, supposedly in springtime, we're going to get a close combat accessory sprue. So what I'm hoping that means is that when that happens, we're able to get arms and close combat weapons specifically for to turn our guys into despoiler squads, because I think that's kind of one of the few troop choices that we are missing in the Horus Heresy, is that on foot close combat support squad. I don't know why. I think that that's such a cool idea. I just like them. I have no mechanical reason to think that they're the bee's knees, at least as far as the square squads go. I just like them, so I just think they're neat. But yeah, that's the Mark 6 Assault Squad. Shout out to the Loot Card Shop in Whitmore Lake, Michigan. If you go there in person, they have Games Workshop stuff at 20% off. If you're not in the area, you can also order from them. Obviously, as the name implies, they have a lot of card games as well. Hit them up either online at, just Google Loot Card Shop Whitmore Lake, and you'll be able to find them. Really great guys, really friendly. Really enjoyed working with them to get these guys ordered and shipped to me. So 10 out of 10 service. Great little company. Support your local stores. Don't go to Amazon if you can help it. Support your local. Pardon me. I don't know if anybody can tell, but I've been getting sick. So, support your local retailers. They're the people that keep your favorite hobbies alive, whatever they are. That's it. Thanks, and have a great day, and Happy New Year.